Turkish officials say at least 3 civilians have been killed in a car bombing in the city of Tel Abyad in northern Syria. Now, another 25 people have been injured in that explosion. It took place in an industrial zone. Tel Abyad was a former YPG terrorist stronghold, but it was taken by Turkish-backed forces last month during Operation Peace Spring. Turkey's defense ministry has blamed the YPG for the attack. For more on the story now, Yasin Ekin joins us from Gaziantep on the Turkish-Syria border. Yasin, what more do we know about this latest attack?
Well, the attack is fairly recent. It took place within the last hour just alone. And like you said, the attack took place in an industrial zone in the town of Tel Abyad. It's a city that is very close to the Turkish border, and as a result of the attack, security forces are on high alert on both sides of the border, the towns of Akçakale and Tel Abyad. Of course, this is a local industrial zone. The Ministry of Defense says that the attack targeted workers that were going on about their daily lives, and as a result, at least 3 people have been killed and more than 20 people have been injured. Many of them, of course, are in critical condition. They were rushed to Turkish hospitals like the one just behind me in the town of Tel Abyad. Relatives of the injured also rushed to the hospital, and this isn't the first time that these attacks took place, but it's important to note the situation in Tel Abyad and how this attack took place. It was previously held by the YPG. Turkey launched Operation Peace Spring in October and pushed them out of the region, and attacks like these are consistent. Of course, it's important to know that based on the condition of the injured, that the death toll is expected to rise. We do hope to update you as we learn more.
Now, Yasin, as you've mentioned, it's not the first time we're seeing attacks in Tel Abyad. There have already been 2 others this month alone. Just explain to us why this particular town and this area, so close to Turkey's border, is being targeted.
It's a matter of concern for Turkey. Of course, there was this whole talk about the YPG holding positions in northern Syria along Turkey's border. Turkey has been preaching for at least 5 years, telling its U.S. allies, it's been telling its European allies, and then finally Russia, that we need to establish a safe zone. We need to push the YPG further away from our border. And Tel Abyad is one of a few towns that were captured, or control was taken over from the YPG as a result of the operation. Shortly after, of course, Turkey and Russia agreed that the YPG would pull out from that area, the safe zone would be established. And of course, this area, despite the fact that the YPG has pulled out, continues to carry out attacks like these. This is a matter that Turkey has said that despite the fact that the YPG may have retreated from certain areas, even if we assume that the YPG has retreated from the patch of land in northern Syria that was agreed upon Turkey and Russia, that if they pose a threat to Turkish security forces, and if they pose a threat to local security forces, but most importantly, if they pose a threat to civilian populations with attacks such as these, that Turkey will and is determined to push the YPG further back down south than the 30 kilometers that was initially agreed upon between Turkey and Russia.